the quickest way to get a overview of Acadia is to just see it in action. So we're going to go right over to the examples and download that. And then go right into the examples directory. And we're going to start with the foods example. This is a simple little like to-do list kind of application. So we have a new server and we can just add some food. So I have an apple and I can add banana, carrot, etc. And this is all getting added into my database behind the scenes. And then when I load it up in a different browser, I see what I have there and I can add other things. And when I load over here, I can see it. So it's getting persisted in the database. So how does that work? If we go take a look at the code, there's just two files doing the work here. We have a main module, which is just the normal Elm program. And the interesting thing is it's calling these backend endpoints. So what's going on there? So this is our like Acadia module, our database module. And the thing it's doing is it's exposing endpoints that can be used in other languages by clients. And the first thing we do is we define a foods table. So a simple food, we have a food ID and we have some name for it. The primary key is that ID, and we're not dealing with indexes and constraints right now. And our two endpoints are we add a food, get the next ID, insert it into the foods table, and we can get a list of all the foods. So access the foods table, just get the name, and select everything. So on the Elm side, we can see on init, we're saying, hey, get all the foods. I want to show what's already in there. And then on update, when someone adds something, we want to say, okay, try to add the food. And depending on how that goes, we'll show it in our list or not. So let's see what it looks like to try to add a feature. So say we want to add the origin of a food. And it can be either local or from Denmark or from somewhere else. So let's just start compiling it and see what kind of error messages we get. So here we say, okay, we're inserting, but we don't have an origin. So let's add that. And let's just give it as an argument. The client will decide how that works. And okay, that uses a type that we haven't exposed, so let's expose the new origin type. There we go. So normally you use Acadia make to check your Acadia, and then this is saying, hey, generate an Elm module, so you can use it from Elm. And so then I can run Elm make, and I see the errors right there, right? So hey, I'm missing that origin. So at this point we can move over to the example that's actually about this so that we don't have to do all the Elm code. So here we can see it all put together. In this case we have our food, apple, and it's local beef, let's say that's from Denmark, and an orange, that's from Spain. So again, we have that going across different browsers, and the code is just like we were looking at with the easier example. There's just the two modules, our backend and our Elm code. So in the backend, we have our origin, we add it. In this case, we give back more information about our rows when we load the foods. And then in the Elm, it's the same story. On init, well, yeah, we can use the origin type right from our backend. So we're sharing types between, and we can just call our endpoints, get the foods, and when I want to add something, add the food with the origin. So there we go. That's the rough idea, and we'll have more articles and stuff coming in the coming weeks. So let me know what things you're curious about, what things you find interesting.